Okay, Jacob, you've been doing a great job, and want to talk to you. Here you're pulling your hands inside. This ball is probably on the middle to inner third, and you're pulling your hands in, trying to stay inside the ball. You had a couple of those swings look really similar, so it looks like you're pulling your hands in. You actually are, because you're going to try to stay inside this pitch out over the middle, which is okay. But I want you to notice with the yellow arrows, the actual position of the hands in the midline of the body. You've hit the C position, and in this pitch, even though you are swinging at a ball that's kind of in the middle portion or the inner half, you're keeping your hands inside, and as you go to the opposite field, you know that the backside pivot is not as required. But this ball is actually a ball that could go back through the middle, and to maximize that, you want to make sure that you've got the backside pivot coming with that. So the hands are getting ahead of that pivot just slightly. And that's really the crux of what I'm looking at and reviewed on the clip. And that's going to be important because what happens on this particular swing is that you drive the ball straight into the ground. And that's because the hands, when they do get ahead of the pivot, out at contact, what's going to happen is you're going to find that the barrel is going to kind of give you that low to high approach, even though I think your shoulders are still pretty good here. I mean, you're approaching the ball. It's all correct. We just want to say we want to try to get a little bit more backside pivot on balls, particularly balls that are on the middle or on the inside half, because you've got to pivot. You've got to be able to get your hips and open your hips to get on that middle end pitch. And if you don't, then what's going to happen is you're going to have your hands ahead, and obviously that's going to require that the front side opens up. And here we go to that low to high, the angle of approach of the bat head again, right? So, and again, in this example, it's exactly what happened. The barrel out at contact got over the top of the ball. You did a good job, again, of keeping your hands inside, keeping the front side in. Thinking you're a little bit more out front than you want to. I'm not really sure about that. The distance and the cage and all that probably had a little bit to do with maybe all of the above. But biggest thing is I need to see that backside pivot more pronounced, particularly when the hands are getting to the midline of the body. Even on balls away, when you're not necessarily required to drive or to rotate that backside, there is still about a third or a quarter of a turn as your hands get out there and your hands are out there to the contact point, and there is no pivot. So regardless of where the pitch is, there needs to be more backside there. So all that said, you know what I'm talking about. We just got to pivot and bring the knob and the pivot in a little bit more simultaneously, whether you're keeping your hands inside the ball or turning on the inside, trying to wrap around it. So, all right, buddy, I'll see you in a bit. You did a good job Saturday. Appreciate your effort.